welcome back. Wanted to go over something, hopefully kind of quick today, but a little build off of what we were doing last time, where we covered the major scale, especially the G major scale. Hopefully you guys remember that from last time. If not, check out my last video. That'd be awesome. I guess show some love and share and all that if you want to do that too. Also cool. But back to this. So, to build on this from last time, not only are these notes to a scale, we can also use those notes to make our chords or figure out what chords to play if we're like writing songs or just messing around. And this makes your noodling become very intentional. It sounds very guided, and you'll hear a lot of songs while doing this. I'll try not to play the example so I don't get taken down and destroyed by the man. Obviously enough of that going down currently. Anyway, I digress. So not only are these notes in the scale G, A, B, C, G, E, F sharp, back home, those are also what chords to play, and they follow a certain pattern. So this pattern goes like this. Our first chord is a major chord, G major. We're in the key of G major, so the first chord, probably makes sense to some of you. So G. So our next note, do, re, is an A, and our second chord is a minor chord. In this case, A minor. So, first chord's major, G, do. Second chord, A, is minor, do, re, mi. Third chord, up a whole step from our second chord. So if you were doing it this way, G, major chord, A minor, B minor, C. So that brings us to our next one, C. So following G, A minor, B minor. And if you can't do this B minor, I also wanted to share this. You can just do this little, I call this the staircase. It's the second fret on the bottom, third fret on the B string, fourth fret on the G string. And it looks like a little staircase. Beep, beep, beep. So that's why I like to call it that. So yeah, if you can't do this B yet, beginners, that's a perfectly good B. Triads, 3 notes. That's all you need. A minor, B minor. That brings us to C. I like to do it like this, like the A shape. A shape, just slid up. C, or if you want, you can do that C, perfectly fine. It's all they're the same chords. It's just the notes are a little rearranged. G, A, B minor, C, D. So that brings us to our next one, which is also a major chord. So, major chord, minor chord, minor chord, major chord, major chord, major D chord. And then the next chord, we go up a whole step, which, if you're new to this, is just 2 frets. So, 1, 2. So, 1 is what we call a half step, and 2 is what we call a whole step or a whole tone. We'll cover vocabulary as this thing progresses, I hope. So, G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor. Same thing with this E minor, how we did this B minor. It's the same shape, so you can just do it up here. Just know the 7th fret A string is kind of home base, what we're thinking. So E minor. And the next chord a lot of people like shy away from, but it's really not that difficult. So, and it's kind of classy, a little more expensive. So this is the sixth chord in our progression here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. So now we're at T. Have some tea with me now. So T here is what's called a diminished chord. And for this one, this is the F sharp diminished. It is 9th fret, 10th fret, which gives it its weird sound. But don't worry, it keeps going, and then it becomes okay. So 9th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret. And on its own, like, it doesn't sound great, if you weren't strum this, if you were Johnny Cash. It sounds horrible. But, as a transitional chord, it sounds great. Takes us back home. So, to go over this diminished chord again, it's the 9th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret. Okay? And then half step, the home bass, the bass note, the lowest note is a half step away, and 1 fret away from back home. So this one has a lot of tension. It really wants to go here, back to G major. You feel that? You hear that? I hope so. So, to go over the whole thing all together. Key of G, first chord G major. Second chord, Do, Re, is A minor. Third chord is B minor, or the cheater, beginner, easier one. All the same. No shame in the game. C major is our fourth chord. D major, our fifth. Or you can just slide up that. Sixth chord, E minor. Also like this, if you know this. Also rock again. That sounds really sad. E minor. This diminished chord. Hopefully you can see that alright. And then back home. So da 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 da, ba 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 ba. So hopefully you can hear that in chord form. So what's happening is all these chords are just a combination of those notes right there, just rearranged. So hopefully that's enough for today. I don't want to overwhelm anybody. Let me know if this was helpful, if this can help. Maybe you heard some songs, in this little thing here. And you can play around with these. They don't have to be in order all the time. Very robotic. This is music. It should be fun. So play with these chords. I guarantee they will all work together, which is the beauty of this lesson. So yeah, let me know if this is helpful. Hit me up, and I love you guys. Take care.